Welcome to a new episode in our series Traditional Astrology. Today we want to talk about this book, The Daimon in Hellenistic Astrology, Origins and Influence, in the series Ancient Magic and Divination, volume number 11. It is the dissertation of Dorian, Gieseler, Greenbaum at the Warburg Institute in London. I believe she was made doctor in 2009. Yes, PhD 2009. If you are interested in the difference between fatalism and determinism, and in the solutions provided by astrologer, this is the book to go to. And the advantage of this book is very much that you have an author who is a practicing astrologer, so is not falling into the trap of the academic bias against astrology. Now let's see, I believe I put up on the subpage for Martin Hermes webinars about the Daimon. Yes, here we are. Okay, so we are talking about Dorian, Gieseler, Greenbaum, the Daimon in Hellenistic Astrology, Origins and Influence, by the publishing company Brill. Brill publishes in Leiden, Holland, and Boston in the United States. The book is partitioned in 3 parts. The first part has the headline Daimon and Fortune. The second part, Gods and Daimons. And the third part, Lots and the Daimon. Now, let's see. You find in the internet, if you research the Daimon in Hellenistic Astrology, you find quite a number of reviews, critical or not so critical. The highlight is Levente Laszlo and Niklaus Campion of these reviews. The word daimon appears in the technical language of Hellenistic astrology in 2 contexts. And daimons are, of course, far more familiar from Greek mythology, theology, philosophy, and magic. Now let's go into the first part, Daimon and Fortune. The chapter 1 surveys the themes of the Daimon, Fortune, and astrology by referring to Plutarch and the famous astrologer Vettius Valens. Vettius Valens, because he is more or less the only one in the antique texts who has anything to say about the issues of fortune and fate beyond technicalities. The chapter 2 deals with the astrological pairing of good daimon and good fortune, referring to the 11th and 5th place of a horoscope. And Greenbaum is talking about the theory that the concept of immutable fate was probably mitigated in Hellenistic astrology by Oriental influences, because those influences sort of allowed negotiation about fate. The first part concludes with treating the bad daimon and the bad fortune, the names of the 12th and 6th places in Hellenistic astrology. Now, the second part, Gods and Daimons, consists of 3 chapters. In chapter 5, the book investigates Gnosticism and Mithraism and gives a rather interesting oversight. Chapter 6 extends this inquiry of good and evil daimons into the realm of magical papyri and the philosophical hermetica and the deacon law. And then chapter 7 investigates the role of the personal daimon in Neoplatonism, with a special focus on Porphyrius and all the problematic academic research in that aspect. And the final part, Lots and Daimon, part 3, Lots and the Daimon, is devoted to the astrological technical aspects of this dissertation, and the names of the hermetic lots are discussed. Chapter 9 continues to investigate the two most important lots, those of Fortune and Daimon, and so on, and other lots. The book ends with conclusions and several appendices, the first of which is a highly useful and very elaborated summary of astrological theory. And I can conclude my short review of this rather heavy book of Dr. Dorian Gieseler Greenbaum, The Daimon in Hellenistic Astrology, Origin and Influence. Basically, it's a manual of Hellenistic astrology on an academic level. And that means if you want to have a more thorough academic approach to the daimon in astrology, and you want to go further than the manuals by Helena Avila and Louis Ribera and Chris Brennan and Demetra George, this book is a really good research manual for Hellenistic astrology, and I recommend it to lend it from your library. If you are a rich person, you might buy it. I have not the money to buy books in the neighborhood of 300 euros. So that was all for today. Thank you for stopping by, and till next time.